And sudden music interruption. How y'all doing? This game does have a music test, thankfully, so you can actually put something else on while the game starts, rather than having to listen to the title theme. It's time for more Astlibra Revision Impossible mode. I don't remember if I have to do the dream sequence or if I just go straight to the bar. Yeah, we have to do the dream stuff first. We're skipping the stories. I think there should also be a new tier of arena challenges unlocked now. Although usually... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they're unlocked as soon as you talk to Malou, or if you can just do them as soon as, like, the next chapter is available. Because, like, usually every chapter starts by you talk to her, she asks, hey, are you ready? Because then you kind of get locked into the dungeon for that chapter, or the area for that chapter. So I'm actually kind of curious if I can, if I could do the arena earlier than that. We'll see. Actually, I don't have to save here because you don't actually die in the arena. Okay, yeah, the third one is available. So I think I did skip I think I skipped one of these challenges because I don't have as many small medals as I should. So one of these probably did have the small medal for the weapon that I wanted. It's really nice, especially for heavy weapons. Hopefully I'm not going to screw this one up. Do I have anything that's longer range that isn't a spear that'll send me flying off the edge? Does the Iron Axe move me, actually? Let's see. Could try the Iron Axe. Because as long as I don't move back and forth, I'm fine to just kind of swing at the edge. It's just that if your weapon combo does have a move that, like, you know, moves you around, then there's a problem. This is also enemies from Chapter 1, so it should be pretty easy to do. Alright, wrong input. Oh yeah, I have a shield with this, technically. I can just block these. Oh, I meant to use Moonlight. Messed up. Still worked out, but I messed up. And I think up here is where the little hidden flower is that got me last time. We're just gonna keep on abusing Moonlight here. Not that. Cheeky little hidden flower there. I remember this one down there too. I think there is. Yeah, there is. Wonder if I can reach it with the dragon shot from here. Kind of. I could probably just block here, honestly. Yeah. There is a little bit of knockback when you block something, but not a ton. We're just going to take our time here because we don't have a time limit on this one. If there's a time limit, yeah, you want to, you know, try and get it done as soon as possible. But if not, you can take your time. You also get to hear the entire arena soundtrack, which is pretty rare. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to jump in and go to the right side instead of left side this time. Because your guard is omnidirectional. It's not like you have to block in the same direction as an enemy. Just as long as you are blocking and as long as the attack is blockable, yeah, there's the small medal. So I think the next gacha that I pull will be the Buster Sword, which I really want. This one should be pretty easy to do as well now, too. These, the second tier. Buds. This one does have a timer, though. I think for the big guys, I'm still better off using Dragon just because they take up so much of my hitbox anyways, that I'm not going to miss any of these. Oh boy. I never healed after the last one. I should probably eat something. A food. A food of berry. Oh, also I should point out that if you even open up the triangle menu, like even if you don't cast a spell, it cancels whatever you're using at the time, so be careful about that. Thunder Spear might work okay here, but I don't know if they're at the exact right height. This one would probably be great for it. Yeah, that's really good. Some Moonlight, because I can't really attack below me effectively without that. Might do more damage with the spear, but for now I think we're fine with this. I say as I take damage. That's all of them. Oh, there's another small metal. I should have tried a couple more of these before I did Chapter 2. It would have been a lot easier. It's not impossible, but it's just nicer to do it with that. Frog. Alright, I want to use launchers here. Launchers or attacks that move upwards generally are good to have. Items can't... Oh, right, you can't use items in this one. Right, forgot about that. Some challenges have conditions specifically that say, you can't use items here. Step out of the water for a moment to get some air back. It's not like instant death if you run out of air, you just start taking damage. And casting a spell does pause your timer for a moment. Doesn't reset it, but does pause it. Got too greedy. Got way too greedy. The only problem is you can't actually trade in... Actually, I wonder if I can trade in my gacha medals. Because I think I can teleport back to the other areas. Okay, yeah, we can. I want to go trade those in real quick, so I want to start working on this one skill that I really want. Alright, here I actually have to be careful, because if I die, I actually die. I think I mastered Moonlight just now? I mastered something. It's either Wind Tiger or Moonlight. Stone Shield, I don't use that a ton right now, but it will be very useful down the line. And then Thunder Spear is a little niche. It's not a bad spell, but it's a little niche and like general use, I find. Here we go. So I should be getting a big sword from this that you really want to have. Yeah, it was literally the next one. Another Mokune doll. Oh, I still need to master the Iron Axe, too. Might knock that out real quick, so it should be pretty fast after this. Depending on how many Vijayas I find, I could potentially get the stick leveled up really quickly. Because Weapon Mastery doesn't care if you use the weapon or not to kill an enemy, it just cares about if an enemy was killed while you have the weapon equipped. So if you have a way to kill enemies very quickly, for example, maybe a consumable item that deals a ton of damage to everything on screen, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, let's get some more luck. Again, you can respec whenever you want as long as you have either a reset potion or you're at a shop and you have access to one of those little blue crystal pedestals. I think Gratifying Hit is the one that gives you more damage when your combo resets. Yeah. Not super useful. It's not terrible, but it's not incredible. Great Stone Sword, on the other hand. This is really nice. So first of all, you've got the range on this, which is quite silly. Damage is probably the best we're going to have at the moment. A little bit less than a Mastered Iron Axe, but also you have way more range. But this has a very important skill. If you use two-handed weapons, you absolutely want to get this. Like, look at this range. Look at this. probably shouldn't be launching the caterpillars. Caterpillars. I can't talk tonight. Yeah, Thunder Spear is a weird arc. I kind of wish it was a little bit lower. Or if it was like a straight charge ahead, but that's kind of stepping on the toes of another ability that you get later. How long will this take to level, I wonder? A little bit. It might actually be better to go to the Goblin Zone, because they should give me more experience. I keep trying to press start to skip cutscenes that don't exist. Just remember, you can't block with this. It's a two-handed weapon. Throw out Stone Shield, get some mastery for that too while I'm out. Work on Wind Tiger. Alright, I think I still need a few more Goblin Teeth and Poinsettias to get all the armor from this area. The nice thing is that you're not locked, like you can't miss any armor. You're just temporarily locked out for a chapter. So even if you do miss something, it's not the end of the world. Usually you can get away with not getting through a chapter without it. Maybe Impossible mode, you really want to try and master everything before you move on, but it's honestly not a huge deal, I think. There is one ability coming up the next chapter that I would really recommend. You really want to get one specific piece of equipment. Yeah, this one's come along pretty quickly. Alright, there's no monsters on this side. The Goblin Cave is weird because it's like... there's a couple of areas with Goblin-type enemies, but most of it is just like scripted events here. Like here's this part, here there's the next room where you'd normally fight the Goblin King, and then there's the Skull Puzzle room, and that's kind of it. So it's actually easier to go in from the outside to fight the goblins in there. Not true. Friendship can't make a PS5 come back in stock. There we go. Yeah, we'll get this mastered because I absolutely want it for arena fights coming up and all that. Like here, look at this range. I don't even have to be in range of the goblins to kill them now. Oh, right. I forgot torches were a mechanic in this game. There we go. So this is one of the most important skills in the game. Why is that? Because it allows heavy weapons to be swung at medium weapon speed, basically. It is very good. It also, I don't think it affects lighter weapons. I don't know if it affects medium weapons either, but it's definitely, like, if you're using heavy weapons, you want it. Anything with, like, a 1 bar for handling, you want it. Because notice how much faster it's swinging now. And remember, this applies to every heavy weapon in the game, which there's quite a few of them. Unfortunately, we do have to use the Gladius to level that up as well. I don't know if I have any more shields to level up. I think that's all, really. And I think armor, I'm stuck with Ivory for now, yeah. Let me see if I can buy anything else in this chapter. I don't think there's anything else that's, like, super important. Right, I have to block. I have to block, I don't have to backstep anymore. Like, backstepping isn't a terrible idea if you have to block 2 attacks, but... honestly, it does kind of remind me of MapleStory. In some cases, like, some of the animations... extremely, like, they feel super, like, early MapleStory. Just very clearly a, like, GIF that is resized to fit the entire screen. Alright, let's see if I can grab anything else here. Tight shield, ceremonial armor. So this one we would need more tadpoles and bronze. Yeah, we need lots of tadpoles and bronze. Bronze isn't hard to find. That's, you know, mining areas is literally one right beside the save point. Also, yeah, the map design feels extremely like there's going to be a boar spawning in at any moment. But I think I'm good not, like, super min-maxing in this chapter, at least. I definitely do want to do the arena, though. Work on that some more. So I want to finish out at least the second tier of arena battles, and then maybe do some of the third, if that's possible. We'll also get Herculean power for free. I keep saving. Keep mashing the button. I guess I could also change out my lucks, like my luck points, because I don't really need it here. Whereas attack and magic would both be very solid. HP wouldn't be terrible, but probably not, like, super important. Defense, I find, is only important if you can hit, like, a breakpoint. Like, if you hit the point where something no longer one-shots you. This one should be a little easier, because the sword has ridiculous range. I guess I could also throw a couple points into adaptation. Unfortunately, I also move forward with this weapon, which I have to keep remembering. Really, I should just be using, like, the launcher and slam down combo if I don't want to move. Eventually, we'll also get a magic skill that lets us attack even faster. It's like a buff. Launch that frog. I want to get in there, but I also want to make sure they're close together. There we go. Because as long as they're airborne, they can't attack. Oh, don't worry, you'll get a frog tank later. Oh, I got just close enough to him. The developer has heard your request for frog tank. All of them? Yeah. Because we want to get a couple more crystals just to make things a little more comfy for us. Or a pretty flower. Alright, another, what's it called? Another platforming challenge. We'll turn on Stone Shield. Nice, got the break. And remember, your backstep has backstep has iframes. So if you know how far it goes, you can just zoop through a wave of projectiles, no big deal. try and save Moonlight for the attack. Perfect. Well, thank you, Stone Shield. Like I said, Stone Shield is one of those abilities that doesn't seem incredible at first, but then it saves your life, like, multiple times. Not as important on the lower difficulties, but definitely for, like, hard mode and onwards, you want it. Defense card. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Of course. Like clockwork. Oh, Andy's streaming. I have a new GeForce driver ready for you. No, we're not going to be installing the new driver right now. Goblin Army. And then Double King, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that right now. Because it's literally just you fight 2 Goblin Kings at the same time. Which is going to be tricky. Not impossible, but unreasonably difficult for where we are right now. Wind Tiger. The only problem is if you do skip through the intro for the arena stuff, because, you know, having played a bunch of them, I know what most of them do. You will miss any conditions. God, those guys are still one-shots, huh? Alright, note to self, just don't get hit. This is even with 10 defense, too. We are playing on Impossible. I should look at my growth tree afterwards. I need to see if there's any, like, new spells I can get. Because some of them are really nice to fight enemies, like, that are right ahead of you, like these guys. Wind Tiger's not bad, but it's not, like, a ton of damage. It's mostly for the fact that it has piercing and multi-hit. I don't know if those will kill me. I don't think they do. But definitely the regular Goblin's Wings will kill. It will kill. Okay, no. Paralysis bolts don't kill. It is just the melee. There is no, like, magical or physical resistance either. It's all just defense. It all goes to the one stat. And honestly, at this point, my combo is high enough that I can stay out of attack range for most of them. Yeah, they can't even get close as long as I'm far enough away. Throw on another stone shield just in case. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try Double King. They do thankfully have less health than the main story boss version does, but it's still tricky because, you know, there's 2 of them. What does this one do for me again? Oh, right, I still just have the Wooden Ring and the Fang Amulet. I might want to go make the Dragon Cup in the other chapter. Because that one, I think it increases your maximum combo duration, which is nice. I'm gonna go save, actually. We're now in the zone where deaths actually count. There we go. I was gonna say, Stone Shield has gotta be almost mastered by now. I always forget about it because it shows up at the end. Or is it not here? Did I not even get the recipe for it? I thought Dragon Cup was here. Maybe it's in the main town. I thought it was this chapter that has it. That's another important thing to note, is that every chapter has its own stock of equipment, including, like, the main town. No, apparently it's not here. Or I wonder if it's in the magic shop. The magic / potions shop, whatever. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, this one increases the time that your stamina stays active before it starts draining on its own. So it's not the combo counter, it is just you get more stamina. I just realized I totally forgot to grab this. The free treat in this room. Not that it's super useful because it turns off your experience gain. It is 30 luck points, which isn't terrible, but like, you want that experience gain. You can get more luck by spending points on it when you level up. So I'm gonna make some cookies. Sorry, synthesize some cookies. Thankfully I got plenty of them. I need a bunch more of these, so I'll make a bunch of sponge cakes. Also start working on just filling out the book here. I think I need a couple of cheesecakes for the next weapon I'm really looking for. Let's earmark some of those, get some butter muffins. Funny way to say pancake, but you know. Localization is hard. And then we'll trade out the wooden ring, because that's just 5 points of agility. It's whatever. This is 5 points of agility. Plus you get luck and adaptability, and you get stamina maintain increase, like a time maintenance thing going on. The confusing thing is that on the equipment itself it says ST increased plus, but it doesn't actually increase your stamina. That probably means just you get more time before your stamina bar drains. Do a quick check in the 3rd tier of arena battles and see if I can handle any of those. Because I think this is where you can get the crossbow, which might... I think this should save me some time in the 3rd chapter. Oops. I think this one is just don't get hit. Also, this is kind of a preview of the enemies we're going to be fighting coming up. So it's a good way to kind of get used to them and see what you're dealing with. So these lava spouts, they're not actually like environmental hazards. They're actually enemies. They're like little lava seeds, I guess is the best way to say. I don't know what the official term is. But you can see there's like little orange orbs on the floor. So if you kill the orbs, you actually turn off the lava spout. It's not just permanently there. I want to say these guys have a weird element. It's like earth or something. Because there's going to be a lot of fire elemental enemies coming up, but it's not all fire. Alright, I think that's everything for this side. Yep. Turn on stone shield before I forget. Yeah, I can swing to the other side of the platform with this. Also important to note, the lava seeds will pop up when you get close to them, so even if you're not like able to hit them from high above, if you just get close to like their horizontal position, they will jump up to you, so you can get a chance to hit them still. The problem is, though, this water spell is not great for hitting enemies above you. Doing combos. Big combos. Okay, that one's pretty easy. Yeah, this one gives you the crossbow, which is... It is a bow that takes a little bit longer to use, but you can also aim it. So it makes it way easier to hit all those little target markers. It is possible to do this one without the crossbow, even though it is called aim with a crossbow. You just need to do stuff like, you know, swap out stone shield for heavily mounted and use it carefully. But you also want to get like the combo counter for extending your range, if possible. And even then, it can just be a little too high. Fortunately, your crossbow will do just fine here. Just, you know, don't stand under the fireballs. I'm about to do. Ranged weapons are weird in this game. I wonder if you can make them, like, really effective. I haven't really tried it too much because they seem kind of clunky compared to, like, using melee and magic and all that. There are a bunch of abilities that modify ranged attacks, so maybe if you stack all those, it could be good. Super armor isn't great because sometimes you want to get knocked away. Probably second wind would be better. We'll take breather for now, I guess. Oh god, another platforming one. So yeah, pay real close attention to the ground on this one because there are these little lava seeds everywhere. It's really easy to think, oh, this platform's safe, and then it's not. So these lava spiders, I think, are the first enemies that directly do contact damage. Like, they don't have an attack tell, they just touch you and you take some damage. So be careful. They're on fire. It's also possible to knock enemies off the platforms in these ones, but I don't have a great setup for that just yet. I do have the wrestler skill, which is nice, but it's not like the only way to do it. There's actually a pretty nice hammer in the next chapter that I'm going to be probably leaning pretty heavily on. Just need to get some damage out so I can get cold bullet, hit the lava seed. Okay. Oftentimes it's worth going for the wrong elemental, like even if it says it's not as effective, just because you'll get so many more hits by using that as opposed to like trying to awkwardly shoehorn, I don't know, like the fire dragon to get all of its hits in. So yeah, let me see if I can do it. There we go. I don't know if it's possible to block these flames. Oh god, I gotta go a little faster. Actually, I do have some... will that hit low enough? No, I have to be further back. Could also just do this, I guess. Just sneak beside it. I'm just swinging upwards because I don't want to jump off the platform. Little small metal. I'm not sure if this is where I have to start fighting. Oh right, this is the double boss fight from the last chapter. They like to do this a lot. Yeah, maybe we'll wait on that one. That'll be a slog. Alright. I think it's time to move on to chapter 3, I think we're on. It's honestly probably worth doing separate saves before you start like a, you know, a chapter proper. That should be fine. Place, Scorched Earth. Anyways, here's a jerk. This fight is technically winnable, but not really worth your time. I don't even know if you get an achievement for it. I personally can't deal with this. Anyways, this kid is now forcibly activating the scales to, fuck with us. Again, I'm gonna try and skip over the story as much as possible, but some bits will get through here and there. Anyways, welcome to Chapter 3. It's in a volcano. You ever played Oath and Felghana? This is the part where you literally get thrown into a volcano. It is very, very much Ys inspired. And being a new chapter, it means there's a whole new set of materials and goodies to get. Power Ring. Not actually that great. So there's a bunch of new stuff here. The big thing we want is the Iron Hammer. This will be really useful in the boss fight, at least with the strategy that I'm going to go for. And a bunch of new armored items as well. I think we might be able to start buying the next tier of healing item as well. Yeah, we can start getting cactus fruits. So these are 300 HP heals. Not super expensive, but can add up if you're still pretty early in the game. Let's just cap out on torches here. We're going to need a bunch of them. And copper chest keys, we want those too. It's also time to start upgrading our pickaxes to stone, because you want to get extra power here. The further you go into the game, the harder that rocks get to mine, basically. Also, it's probably worth putting some more points back into luck now. That 10 points in defense didn't do shit for us. So there's a lot of situations in this area where you can anti-air enemies. You'll end up below them. Oh, goody. Gotcha, just lore. So first thing you want to do here is jump down to this area, because there's going to be a green slime who's really rude. And you might notice that, there's a bunch of rocks breaking down there. Why is that? Why are those rocks dropping milk? Well, the answer is not about to be revealed. There's actually a secret path down here. Karen basically tells you here, hey, you shouldn't be going in here. It's really fucking dangerous. Turn around and go back. We're gonna do that as soon as we get this magic crystal. Enemies in here will absolutely one-shot you. Even on lower difficulties. You are not meant to be here yet. You can try, but you'll get your ass destroyed. Just don't try it. It's not worth it. Just take your free crystal and walk away. I might get second wind just for a few... Oh no, I don't even have enough for that. Wait, is breather free? No. That's weird. Oh. I'm going to swap out to second wind because it gives me more iframes between hits. If I do survive a hit, it means I can potentially not get chain killed. Alright, so our main goal here is going to be, first off, get the Iron Hammer. So for that we need what? So we're going to need some bronze, we're going to need lava pebbles, and we're going to need the gross gill, or whatever that's called. So the pebbles are dropped from the lava seeds we saw earlier. The gills are from those flying things that shoot flames out. That we fought in the arena battle there. Nice, these guys. A little on the weak side right now, because we need to get the next tier of weapons and items here. Didn't take too long, though. Oh right, I should probably be upgrading to my stone pickaxes now. You can still use weaker pickaxes on stronger rocks, it's just way harder to get anything good out of them. Oops. Also, we're starting to get the higher tier value rocks. Alright, I never looked at my grow tier, my grow chart. I think further up top it's mostly just keys. I do wish it was possible to kind of like look at the tree beforehand to see what was, you know, available before you spend points on it, but I guess this is how they wanted it to be designed. Get a skill point up, or a skill level up, I should say. What's over here? Another locked door. Get another key. Oh, here we go. We can get the Phoenix, which is called Asuka, or Asuka, which is a new fire spell, so you can only equip one elemental spell per type. And it'll auto-equip whatever you just got if it's a new one, so Fire Dragon will go back into storage. This is probably better. Fire Dragon is kind of like the beginner spell that's... It does okay damage, but it really falls off. Whereas Asuka is a little tougher to use, but it does so much more damage. Eat these cards. But between the dragon and Asuka... the dragon can be used against enemies in front of you, whereas Asuka is strictly anti-air. I think I also need to drop down the hole to my right here. Oh, nice, got some charcoal. I believe it's this one. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Because it is possible to get up here without... like making the trip, but it's worth grabbing this regardless as soon as possible. Counter bash. This allows you to do a shield bash after you block an attack, and this makes you invincible during that attack, so it's really useful. Also, if lava is not an instant kill, just does a good chunk of damage, thankfully. So even I think these guys are fire elemental. Against the wrong element, it's still doing a ton of damage. Like that was almost 1k. It's all about using the right one for the situation. Yeah, we want to kill the flying dudes because those give us the grow skills, and then we want to kill the lava pebbles for the lava pebbles. You can also use the same iframe tricks if you're about to land in lava. You can do the same thing there too. I'm jumping a little bit before I cast Cold Bullet because I want the attack to come out from higher up. Let's get more luck. Lots of luck. The faster we can get our gear set up, the better off we're going to be. So yeah, there's the lava tick. It's not a ton. It just goes off really quickly, so if you stand there for a while, you will take a ton of damage. Oh, got a couple hits off of it at least. Because yeah, I could probably do like a launcher into Asuka combo. That might work. Come on, give me your gills. Also, yeah, so there's some pebbles. If I were to go get it, I would probably take some damage. Remember what I told you earlier about how every item in the game will get eventually vacuumed to you if you wait long enough? So you don't have to go get yourself killed to get an item that dropped into, you know, a pit of lava or whatever. If it falls in a hole, though, you're screwed. It's just gone. You can get an item magnet skill that will immediately zap items to you, but it's more of a convenience thing than anything else, usually. Probably should be using Asuka just to get the anti-air. A, more damage, and B, it's more mastery that I need for it. Angle can be a little tricky on it, though. I don't want to Thunder Charge in there because I'll get in a lot of trouble if I end up right below it after it ends. Because I walk into that. Yeah, Cold Bullet's starting to fall off a bit in damage. I think we did actually get a an iron ore. Yeah, here we go. So we can start working on iron ingots now. Still gonna need a little bit of copper, though. So this area is actually kind of tricky because it's like a bit of a gauntlet before you get to the next save point, like the next area, so I like to do a couple runs of this beforehand. Just to build up some materials and items and all that. These spiders, I don't think they walk off the edge on their own, but if you hit them enough, they will. I think there's actually a story sequence coming up top here, so there's not the usual enemy spawns that normally show up there. Plus we can get way more kills in this room. Taking advantage of our ridiculous range here. The red slimes have the exact same attack patterns as the green ones, they're just stronger. Eventually there will be slimes with different attacks that are quite annoying, actually. They're kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh boy, more keys. Another secret up here. Crystals. This save point only shows up during this story area, by the way. It goes away after you're done with this bit. Also, there's another little hidden goodie down here. It is possible to jump up here if you have, like, enough multi-jumps and jump height and all that, but the intended solution is just walk into the wall. It's one of those kinds of games. Get some crystals. 3 more crystals, actually. What do I want here? Mind's Eye, maybe? Oh, right, I turned off Aegis. I should probably keep that on, just in general. For 1-point wonder, it's actually a really good skill. Another hidden goodie over here. I'm gonna do another loop. I don't remember if this resets the enemy status over here. It does not. Okay. So I don't know if it's actually going to spawn enemies up top just yet. If not, that's good for us because we still want a relatively easy route. Let's go spend our metal while we're up here too. Ah, just a card. It is an adaptation card, which we want to, you know, not put a ton of points into. Anything that requires me to do less of that is real nice. So yeah, we just need the 1 gil and then we can make the Iron Hammer. That'll be really nice. It's stronger, it doesn't move me around when I swing it, and it is much better at breaking. So that'll be really good when our damage output isn't quite so high. Yeah, we're going to save our resources for that. Aside from that, we're going to aim for finding the legendary weapon in this area. Unfortunately, the legendary weapon is kind of down to luck. But I do wonder if speedrunners will try and go for it, because it is legit that powerful in the ability. You will see what I mean when I get it. think I replaced my pickaxes with the stone ones in my shortcuts. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, now we're breaking the entire bar's worth of durability, and not just part of it. Because we're using stone pickaxes. Alright, these guys are dark elemental. That's weird. Yeah, Moonlight does a little more damage. Eggs. Still not a ton of damage, though. It's generally better, I think, for, Moonlight's for big groups of enemies, not singular targets. Don't walk off the edge and eat your goodies. I'm just gonna shoot at a bunch of flying birds. There's one. Okay. Oh, nice. The enemies here are dropping the cactus fruit, too. Bird. What's up, Sheeptear? Alright, I don't have that specific spell yet. Before I even find any red chests, I should check and see. Okay, we have at least one of each key color. So if I find a red one, I think that is always legendary when you first find it. Actually, this would be a really good place to grind for the gills, because it's right beside this room, which has a ton of stuff to kill. Skills for gills, agent. Yeah, there's another lava pebble. And yeah, the floating dudes are, they're the ones that are fire elemental. I mixed them up. It's the spiders that are dark, despite the fact that they're on fire. More luck. I want to get more item drops, I want to get more material drops. Quiver is neither of them. Well, I mean, quivers are handy, but not important. And I think once an enemy is broken, I believe their contact damage turns off as well. Yeah, I'm actually going to clear this room out once more. Wind should be neutral against these guys because they're not earth or wind type. What is this game? This game is called Astlibra Revision. And it has had my, it's basically had my undivided attention outside of Splatoon 3 for the past, like, 2 weeks. Also, how's it going? Elevator pitch for this game, it's like, if an East game had combat mechanics that were kind of similar to Castlevania, like you can do backdash cancels and jump cancels and all that, then you also got launchers and stuff, you got a magic system. It's also a really long game. This game is really beefy. But I've been playing it for the past few weeks, really enjoying it. Oh yeah, this is the part where you get thrown into a volcano and rock music starts playing, just like in Oath and Felghana. Okay, and I don't have any more small metals to trade in. Alright, so we want that iron hammer, first of all. And I don't know if I can make a copper shield. I'm not going to be able to use it with the hammer. Rapier is also an option. Oh, let's get some scale mail. Because that I can use with the hammer. It's also going to be higher defense. Goodbye, Great Stone Sword. I loved you. Unfortunately, we do lose... Karen's nose isn't a huge miss, but Herculean power, we still want that. We absolutely want that. So I'm going to trade off second win for now. East, like, I want to try the newer East games. I kind of fell off the series after East Origin. Alright, so the good thing with the Iron Hammer is that it does not move you when you're attacking. It's only if you're holding forward. And more importantly, it also breaks enemies easier. Which isn't super important when you're killing enemies really quickly, but right at now at my level I want to have enemies get broken here, because then I can safely move in. Yeah, Felghana and Origin were both great. The other nice thing is that since this is like a hammer blunt weapon, it also knocks enemies away further. So it is way safer to just kind of stand on the ground and swing away. The magic system, by the way, you're seeing it when I like input commands. You see this little gauge come up. There's 6 different elementals, each one has its own input. You build up magic points by attacking, it's your ST bar at the bottom. It's called stamina for some reason, not really sure why. Oh, nice. Key mold A, got some pebbles, and I got some charcoal. Okay, there's the mastery for scale mail, I believe. Oh no, the iron hammer, that one's just enhanced performance, which is actually really nice. Because this is probably the weapon I'm going to use for the boss. For a couple of reasons. At least with the strategy that I'm going for, it's the weapon that I'll use, but maybe your mileage will vary and you'll find a better one. Alright, they literally throw another save point where there's no enemies here. Oh no, this is the regular one, that's right. We're just skipping the story because I'm just here to play Impossible mode. Brief summary, there is a White Witch and a Black Witch here, and the White Witch is going to help us out. She also attacks when you do, so it can be kind of nice to have just backup support. Also, it is her first time seeing this store, so she's very confused. So I need... Those are Dragon Claws, I can't get those yet. And the last one there, those are Golem Nuggets. I need to... You can technically start farming Golems, I think, right now if you want to. I don't remember if these enemies spawn in now. We'll see. Okay, yeah, so we could technically start farming Golems. Oh, also, one thing I should note is that I'm playing on Impossible mode. So it's going to be way more punishing. Normally the game is not that difficult. It has 6 difficulties, and I'm playing on the hardest one because I've lost control of my life. But yeah, here's where the dragons start spawning. They shoot fireballs. Watch out for those. They will end your life. I don't actually know. I think they are one-shot with my stats right now. They're pretty beefy in terms of HP, so it'll take a while to kill them. This is why we got the Iron Hammer, for breaking. Yeah, this game has a billion systems. Between, like, the combat, between all the gear you can use, between all the mastery, because when you equip a piece of art, like a piece of armor or weapon, it also has a mastery skill. When you get enough experience with that weapon equipped, or armor equipped, you get something for it. In this case, the Iron Hammer, it enhances the stats of the weapon, and it also gives you an item, a magical crystal, which is kind of your passive bonus allowance, basically. So right now at the bottom you can see there's 2 empty ones and then 2 small ones, so that means I have 22 total magic crystal capacity, and I'm spending 21 out of 22 right now. So you can kind of, you know, choose what you want to spend your passive skills on here and turn them on and off as you want. So you're encouraged to eventually master every piece of gear in the game if you want to get, like, all the bonuses and stats and stuff. It's neat. Also, really understated thing is that when you equip armor, it actually changes your appearance. Here I have the scale mail, so I got the green look. Switch back to the ivory armor. Now I got, like, the beige look. It's neat. It is really fun. Like, I've been, again, locked in the zone of playing this game for the past week when I'm not playing Splatoon. I definitely want to get the next Earth skill, and possibly... I think I can also get the next Lightning skill. Oh, I cast the wrong spell. I mean, it's still Master for Asuka, but still. More gills, please. Actually, I'm at the point where I can stock multiple charges of cold bullets, so I can just kind of rapid fire those now. Tank. Tank and a level up, why not? More luck, please. I want item drops. So tank, I believe, it increases your maximum HP in exchange for maximum stamina. So yeah, we went down from 168 to 135. Didn't get a ton of HP in exchange because we don't really have any HP stats right now, but the more HP you will have, the more effect you get from it. I believe it is percentage based. But yeah, it definitely has that East feel of, like, you get a bigger combo and then you start getting bonuses. Like, notice here I'm at 41% or 41 combo, so I get a damage cut. Then I get up to 50, so my weapon range increases, stuff like that. Honestly, I kind of feel like it's every game the dev liked. Real unfortunate that those chests fell down there, though. Because those I'm not going to be able to grab without taking damage, and you're locked into place when unlocking items. Is this big in China? Huh. I was looking up, like, reviews of this game, and there was, like, nothing. We definitely don't want to touch those spiders. They might actually one-shot us. But yeah, I think this game is really cool. The story goes kind of wild in some places. There are some issues with the writing generally revolving around anything involving female characters. There's some parts where it's just like some big calamitous event happens and then your characters just get really horny for no good reason. It's weird. It's still a really good game despite that, but yeah, it does kind of suck. Oh right, I can't actually break this yet, can I? Okay. If I jump down now, I will probably get one shot because you fall into a pit of enemies that have a lot of damage on you. So I'm going to use a do here. I'm going to do the do. Because we ideally want to go around from the other side. I'm going to do a quick loop here, see if I can get lucky and find a golden fragment. Golden fragment and hopefully the red chest that I need for the legendary weapon in this zone. Actually, better not jump up too high. Actually, this is about the perfect range for Thunder Spear. Our friend doesn't do too much damage, unfortunately. It's just a little bit extra. Also, we gotta be real careful here because now that the enemies have been turned on in this room, there is a lava seed down there, if you notice. So we gotta be real careful. I just like to backdash through it normally. But yeah, we'll do a couple loops, get some experience, get some materials. Oh no, the backdash in this game is nutty. The backdash in this game is mad good. You just get complete iframes while it's active, and there's a skill that makes it even better. Okay, I don't want to hit the spider back too far because then it falls in the hole and I don't get any goodies. But, like, the control in this game is really nice because it lets you cancel almost anything into something else. Like, I can do inputs for my magic while I'm attacking, for example. All this stuff is going off. I can do, like, my boomerang sword where I throw it out, and then do a launcher even though it's technically not in my hands. It's great. Once you learn to master, like, all the command inputs and stuff, you can be, like, you know, zooping around, doing launchers and combos and stuff, casting magic, doing a backdash, canceling that into a guard if you have, like, a one-handed weapon. It's fantastic. Alright, so this room is a lot more dangerous now, because it has spawned everything. There's a reason I backstep there, it's because there's a little divot in the ground which I can hide in from the fireball. I don't like to try and backstep fireballs that are heading in my direction. It's dangerous. Should be able to guard break this guy soon. Also, I believe their melee attack will one-shot me, so I'm not going to try that. There we go. Oh, nice, we even got a demon horn. Alright, I should be using Asuka. Like I said, the hitbox is a little awkward because it kind of goes up at a weird angle. It's not for enemies that are directly above you, but it's not for enemies that are, like, diagonally away from you. Takes some finesse and getting used to. Alright, here's a golem. They throw boulders, they petrify you. These guys are earth elementals, so you want to try and use wind on them. Which, fortunately, we have. I'm gonna try and save. Oh, nice. Got a free break, hell yeah. Ah, no nugget. There are more golem spawns later on, it's just nice to be able to get one a little earlier. Also, now that enemies are on here, a mining point appears. Just like Minecraft. So the safe thing to do here, if you are really committed to doing the golem farming route, you want to try and use a world tree do here. Because that will safely warp you back here. Because if you, as soon as you drop in from the right here, you have to deal with this dragon, you have to deal with a thing dropping fire above, and then you have to deal with this guy if you try and run away. So you want to, like, if you're just concerned with getting back here safe, you want to just use a seed, or use a dew, it's not worth it otherwise. The one downside is that it does turn off the shop once you turn on all the monsters here. I would really love to get a red chest drop anytime soon, considering how much luck I have. Going to the right isn't too hard, but if you want to just go to the left, it's actually kind of tricky. This is where having this hammer is great, because you can just smack the dragon away and be like, no, bad. Bad dragon. Bad dragon, not affiliated with that other company. Getting a bunch of iron ore too, so we can make some ingots later. Probably just bop this guy off the edge. I think I have enough charcoals for now. Oh, I didn't mean to fall there. There's a lot of bad dragons, and also, God, the fucking Ouya ad. That dragon cancer. Get some! How could the Ouya have failed? With marketing like that. Yeah, if you get the spacing just right, Asuka does a lot of damage. Oh, nice, there's the red chest. think this is almost always a legendary when you first find one. Okay. So this is what we want. Not just for the fact that it's going to be your strongest weapon for a bit, but for a couple of other reasons as well. Ooh, nice, another Vijaya. So we're going to play it very carefully to get back here. I'm just going to play it super safe. Extremely safe. I'm going to lame it out. I do not care. Oh yeah, no, the red chests have... They get a little crown. Absolutely. I think I do need a golem fragment for Ascalon. Let me check my recipes real quick. Okay, yeah, so I need a golem fragment, I need 2 cream puffs, and I need a steel ore, or a steel ingot, which I already have, or an iron ingot. Can I make some cream puffs? I think I should be able to. Is it this guy? Yeah, here we go. Alright, bang. For whatever reason, to make weapons and armor in this game, you need food. So don't eat everything when you make something. Like, try and save it. I know it's so tempting to just immediately mow it down and get all your little colored nuggets to power up with, but you really want this. Alright, let's grow here a little bit. Let's just do all the branches here, might as well. Ideally, there's a new spell for me here, but I don't remember which one has which one. We're not really hurting for points right now, but we will eventually want this. Broadsword. I kind of wish there was like a one-button confirmation, just like, yes, I want this, I want to spend triple on it. But yeah, every enemy that you kill drops some kind of colored nugget based on their elemental, which you can then spend in this skill tree. Which is like, kinda like a sphere grid, but not really. Oh, nice crystals. And yeah, for filling out the nodes, you get a bunch of different stuff. Sometimes you get items, sometimes you get new skills, new spells, new abilities, all that stuff. Adaptability, ew. In a volcano? Forget it. I don't know if there's any more spells in this tree here. I think this... There might be something on this one. Nah, this is just keys at this point. Keys and stats, which are still good. You want to do this all. They're just literally free points that you get, currency that you can only spend here anyways. What's down here again? Okay, that's a lock. Locks are different from like key doors in that they only unlock during certain chapters of the game. Well, like I said, it's kind of like the sphere grid, because that kind of has locked doors and keys as well. Let's beeline to this treasure. I can't actually open it because I don't have a key. That's fine. We're at treats anyways. Let me go save before I get killed and have to do all those allocations again. This game does have kind of punishing deaths where if you die and you didn't save, you just lose all that progress. There are checkpoints for bosses, but not for like regular gameplay. Yeah, FF10 was, it was a little different in that you had to physically put down a lot of the stat bonus nodes yourself. You would find spheres that would say like, oh, you can put this on your sphere grid, and then you unlock it for, you know, bonus stats or whatever. And eventually, if you went really hard on that system, you could optimize it and just have every character doing, you know, quintuple nines. Yum, flour. So yeah, between the wrestler skill and the fact that hammers do more knockback to begin with, we're just... nothing can get close to us that isn't a boss. Anything that isn't a boss or specific enemies that have super armor, basically, will not get close to us. But the most important thing is that we found the Ascalon recipe, because now we can start working on finding a golem fragment. I am kind of tempted to immediately just, like, go hard on trying to farm that. Because, like, the skill you get from Ascalon is legit the most impactful in the game, I think. For better and worse. When the dragon lifts the arm like that, it's just gonna do like a ground slam. Love Ascalon. Love Ascalon, the dragon slaying sword. Do you know that famous blade known as Graham is in this game as well? Wonder of wonders. Crystal pickaxe. Using crystal pickaxe right now is kind of a waste. It doesn't get you better quality ore, it just makes the node easier to mine all the goodies from. Also, I believe the golem is, since it is like, you know, a rock dude, it's resistant to like slashing and piercing attacks. Whereas blunt attacks like a hammer, which are used for breaking rocks, work a lot better against it. Why are all these treasure chests falling in the lava? Yeah, I think right now my only bottleneck is going to be the golem fragment. Which is why I was dumping so many points into luck. But unfortunately, you just get unlucky sometimes. Hey, get away from me. Hey, get away from me. Hey, get off of me. Should actually get closer to the edge if I want to use Moonlight. The one unfortunate thing is that that golem is kind of the only real option until we get a little further in. We can still absolutely do the volcano without it, it's just that's the first time you can get it. I think we'll be okay without it for now, though. Maybe you put a bit of points into speed, because we still want agility. We want to increase our attack speed. We're coming up close to the part where we start getting the really nice spells. I actually think Sylphid is the next wind spell, which is really, really good. And that buff is dependent on your magic spell. Your magic skill, I should say. Actually, what do I need for Ascalon again? It's... Let me eat my card first. Okay, so I just need a golem fragment and iron ingot. Yeah, I have luck as my highest stats because I want to get lots of nuggets to spend on my skill tree, and I want to get lots of drops. Getting situated early on in Impossible mode is really important. The nice thing is that you can respec whenever you want, just find one of these little blue gems. They're in all the stores. Doesn't cost anything. So once we get set up with the drops we want, we eventually switch back over to like magic, speed, attack, that kind of stuff. Adaptability, I don't really like spending points on that. Yeah, the game is really friendly to, like, experimenting around with different systems and stuff. It wants you to fuck around with it. There's also reset potions if you can't make it to a store and for whatever reason you just cannot beat an enemy or boss or segment without respecking, you can do that too. It's nice. Alright, so this time we're going to go down around from the right side instead of just jumping directly into the pit. Should probably set these cactus fruit. I'm going to need these pretty soon. Where's my cactus fruit? There you are. We're not quite at the point where it replaces our basic consumable yet, but we're getting there pretty soon. Also, you would think, oh, you're in a volcano, you don't need torches, everything's lit up. No, you still need torches. For whatever reason, there's a couple flowers growing even. Don't ask how that works. They're demons. Oogie. Oh, volcanic soil is great for plants. The heat, though, not so much. So there's actually a secret in this room, too. This game has a lot of secrets where you just kind of jump into the wall. It's a little confusing sometimes. But anytime you see this thing down here, this little, like, archery target, you shoot it with an arrow. It reveals a chest somewhere. And usually you get a magic crystal, but sometimes there's different things. I need to get close, but I can't get too close. There we go. God, so many hits, so many combos. I'm still being very careful because it's very possible to get one shot in impossible mode. So in case it feels like I'm playing a little lame, it's because I am. I absolutely cannot afford to take hits I don't need to in this game. Or at least on this difficulty. And actually we're coming up in the room that I like to try and use to level up the wooden stick. I mean, if you don't want to get one shot, just don't play on impossible. Like, I'm playing the hardest possible difficulty because I just really like this game. The solution to that is just do not play the hardest difficulty. There are no achievements for playing on impossible or anything like that. I'm just kind of curious how the game is when you cannot afford to make any mistakes. And also, if you decide, like, I'm gonna try impossible, then you decide, oh, I hate it. You can actually change the difficulty mid-game. You can drop it down, you can't drop it back up, though, after a certain point in the game, so you kind of want to make sure you are set on that difficulty, basically. There we go. Boomerang, we need that. There is a save point here, but it'll respawn the enemies. I'm actually gonna run... actually, no, I'm gonna save here. Because where we drop down from the boomerang is this next room coming up. Which is kind of, several nightmares. Because it's full of lava seeds, and dragons, and fire spiders, and I don't know, lava fish. That's what I'll call them. These guys are everywhere. And there's a very real chance when you're dropping down from the top of the screen, you're going to land right on top of one of these lava seeds. And these will probably kill you. Watch how much damage it does. Ow! My blood. So I can at least take one hit before dying there, but not a ton. I'm gonna do some trick here. I'm gonna do some trick. Or actually, doesn't the shop show up here? No, it doesn't respawn here yet. So I was gonna say, I might be able to level up a shield or something. Because what I like to do here is... I only have 2 of these, damn. So since this room has a bunch of stuff going on there, you can equip your tree branch and throw a Vijaya. So you remember when I was talking about things looking like a Maple Story attack? That one extremely is a Maple Story attack. I should probably equip some armor, actually. And that gives us 3 pips on our bar, so it's not like a ton, but it is literally like you press one button for it. So if you have a bunch of Vijayas, like if you find a bunch, then this is a decent place to level up early if you want to. Problem is, then you have to use the tree branch manually for other attacks, and you don't really want to do that. You're better than that. You're worth more. I think I can block these safely, though. Yeah, we're good. Nice, got another one. Hell yeah. And since the save crystal is right here, again, just throw a couple of these guys. I like to jump just to make it go a little bit further. Okay, I can only block one attack from this guy. I'll take my loot, please. And remember that summoning, like any casted magic, makes you invincible for a moment whenever the shield is active. And again, since the level ups are based on the experience you earn, you can just wait until a later chapter to do this, but since this one gives you Weaponsmith, which lets you level up every weapon in the game faster, it's, in my opinion, it's worth grabbing pretty early. One other red chest. Honestly, I think Cold Bullet is even worth keeping around just for the fact that you can have a spell that's really cheap. Oh right, this guy's petrify you! Okay, thank God. Oh, there's actually 2 legendary items in this area. I thought it was just, Ascalon. Got lucky. Caduceus is a magic wand, which is sometimes a little awkward to use. Like magic wands in general. But yeah, just for doing a couple runs there, we're already halfway through the tree branch grind. I'll keep using the hammer, though. Okay. Excuse me. So I think the goal here is go the long way around. Yeah, no worries. Have a good one, Peck. I think I'll go the long way around, use the boomerang, and then I'll do back. Like, I'll use the do to warp. Because I do not want to fall into that room and get one shot. Otherwise, I gotta spend a doll for it. Maybe I'll find another Vijaya on the way as well. 7 Vijayas, maybe more. I'm secretly just trying to become the hype man for this game. Because I feel like it's going to end up being one of those games that nobody really knows about. Or at least will be completely unknown until some, like, 10 years down the line when some random YouTuber makes a video on it. The hidden gem from Japan that you never played that took 14 years to make. Okay, there's Asuka mastered. There's a silver chest. Should have enough iron ore to make everything in this area by now. Dragon Ring. I think all the accessories with dragon in the name give you some kind of additional passive bonus that isn't just stats. Let's speaking of passive bonuses... Oh god, I don't remember which one leads to the spells. Which branch here. Oh right, this is the big circle. So this one you can beeline directly to the center to unlock stuff, but you do want to go around the entire edge. You can't mess up and use all your keys here, but you can skip a bunch of nodes if you want to. Which might be good if you're speedrunning. Okay, yeah, we'll grab this one, because that's a new skill. Oh, I'm missing some points for it. That one is kind of a summon rather than an attack skill. Basically just summons a witch that shoots dark orbs every now and then at enemies. Nice passive damage, pretty useful. Oh, I mean to use my stone pickaxe. I'm gonna try to run back up and get one more, another try to golem fragment, because I really want to start working on Ascalon as soon as possible. Okay, more key molds is good. I'm not gonna have the same issue last time where I was just completely out of molds. Well, first things first, I gotta focus on grabbing the objective here. Or actually, what I could do is clear out the path and then come back down around here. Do I want to do that? Nah, maybe I won't. Gonna have to take the long, long way around. There's also a secret down below me. It is possible to do it without any kind of lava protection, but you want to... On Impossible, you want to do it with lava protection. Always use protection. Because, yeah, you break open this little rock wall, basically, and it opens up. Or down below me, I should say. You can see the chest. Nice, another one. Oh! Fuck. God damn it. I did one thrusting attack, and that was enough. That was enough to get me. Oh, should have just used the doll. I'm gonna use the doll, fuck it. Impossible mode. It's called that for a reason. So this is one of the weaker puzzles in the game. They point this out earlier, like, oh hey, we gotta knock this down somehow. And then the answer is you throw the boomerang, despite the fact that you can hit it if you want to with other weapons. It's just that the boomerang is the only one that arbitrarily works here. And again, we're going to use the dew to go back safely. Because otherwise I fall down into the room that killed me, or that would kill me, with all the lava seeds, and get killed again. I don't want that. People die when they're killed. It's also sometimes a little difficult to see where attacks are coming from. Like you saw the dragon shot the fireball, but it was damn near invisible with all the shit that was going on. I probably should have gone for the dragon there. Oh well. I think there's actually a save point after this room. You can eventually get more dolls. but during the main game, you're kind of locked to the ones you find, so you want to try and save them for when you take a death that otherwise will waste a bunch of your time. And they also can't be used during boss fights, so like you can't really just stockpile them and cheese your way past a boss you can't beat otherwise. Okay. Like, don't feel too bad about using them, don't agonize too much, but at the same time, like, don't just completely throw them away if you're right beside a save point or whatever. I don't remember if there's a golem coming up. Oh no, this is the Wind Dragon fight, I think. Actually, this is where I definitely want to use, not Thunder Spear, Stone Shield. Might be time to swap. Well, I'll break these first and then... Oh wait, no, that's right, it does the big, spinning attack. Broadsword it is. I need some kind of shield here. Because it shoots a lot of projectiles. It also pushes you around. Yeah, whenever the wind is blowing like that, it's a lot harder to get to it. Nope. Got a little too close. It is possible to do this fight without a shield. I've done it. Not easy, though. I think you need a little bit of luck, honestly, with some of the projectile patterns. Oh! Damn, that's just a one-shot, huh? Also, for mini-bosses, this isn't technically considered a big boss, so you can actually just use a doll and revive there. Okay, let me save so I don't go through that little mini cutscene every time I try. Like, I wanna get really close so that way I can use Asuka. I went right into the center of the projectiles that time. That was really dumb. Let me just jump right in there. It'll be fine. Okay, don't go too fast. Also, try and save your casts for when it is attacking if you're gonna use a two-handed weapon. Might actually do a little cheeky jump in here. Because Asuka can do a shit ton of damage against this boss. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, now that we got all the lava seeds down, it's going to be a little easier. This, on the other hand, is not poggers. Damn it. Maybe I switched to a shield for that segment. But you pretty much have to get rid of these lava seeds. It's real difficult to get around with them still alive. Oh, nice. Got a break. Okay, that was a good chunk of damage. I think coming up is next the big spray attack. Alright, shield time. Damn. The wall there was way too heavy for me to dodge through. I probably need to make a better shield. I haven't made one since the last area. I'm sure we can do it without it. Like, it should absolutely be possible. We'll just have to get a little bit luckier with the patterns. Oh, I didn't mean to use Wind Tiger. I fucked up. Alright, you can't really fight it. It pushes wind too hard during this segment. Stop blowing! I want to try squeezing in one more Asuka attack there. Because, yeah, these things go real slow, so, like, I can't actually get an attack in there and still get enough to charge. Oh, right, I still have Heavenly Mountain. Wait, why do I have Heavenly Mountain equipped? Maybe that's why I'm dying. Alright. Got through the rough stuff. Stone Shield is equipped. Falling in lava is whatever. Oh, he's not letting me close enough. I might have been able to actually squeeze in one more Asuka to kill there. I might regret going for this, but I kind of have to now. Oh, I can actually make these disappear if I run into them. Piss. No, I'm gonna save the dolls. I know I can do it. Yeah, I should have been more aggressive. I think I absolutely could have killed last time. I also need to do, if I do like that, does that work? Yeah, that absolutely works. If I just jump into the big, like, spread of attacks, I can just neutralize them all. It should be breaking pretty soon, so I don't have to deal with the falling attacks here. This is the wall of wind blades. Right, I can't guard. Oh, I keep forgetting I have Heavenly Mountain equipped. I need to change that. I don't know why that went back on. Oh no, I know why. I used it like one time at the very start of the area, and then I was like, oh yeah, I don't need Stone Shield. Yeah, just double jump and eat them all. I actually get a ton of damage in before it even gets the first phase out. I'm gonna use Wind Tiger because I can't get a good angle on Asuka there. Switch out my gear. I might actually want to use the Scutum here because it has more defense. Not that super armor is going to be super helpful, but... Okay. And then we're back to the regular pattern again. Yeah, just jump into it. That is absolutely the strat. Nice, got another break, hell yeah. Absolutely can finish off with that. Cool. Boots. It's not the jewel. So the boots are an accessory, and they let you become immune to terrain damage. Also give you a little bit of stats. Very good for this area, as you might imagine. Because now you can just walk in lava. Doesn't hurt you. I want to say this area now also has a golem in there. And I definitely need to get one golem nugget, because I need Ascalon. I just realized, I think I did that fight with a ton of luck stats. I could have dumped it all into magic or attack or something. Oh well. Yeah, there it is. Might as well throw on my new skill, because I have enough for that now. Lollipop. Summons a demon that just shoots lightning bolts. Damage isn't, like, incredible, but it is something that you don't really have to think about. Just kind of like passive free damage, so it's nice to have. Now I just need to get one golem fragment. I'm going to farm this guy until I get it. The little topaz thing, or tozupa as this game calls it, it's just sold for money. You can also use it on the scales, I believe. Actually, this might be worth grabbing. I could do, like, anti-bleeding. Probably trade out the hemostatic for something else. Or I could do, like, oh, that's only 56, or that is 56, I should say. That's 68. I could throw that on and then put on, like, I think something that weighs 13. Oh, of course, it jumps from 12 to 15. Just to get that gradual HP regen. It's not a ton, but it's something. Yeah, 3 HP per tick. Nice thing is your, like, active summons, they stay active for a while. It's not just like, she pops out, does a few attacks, and then disappears. Like, she sticks around for a while. I just need one golem nugget, that's it, that's all I need. Just one golem nugget. I just need one golem nugget and you're not giving it to me. Give me your nuggets. Probably shouldn't launch you that high. Because that attack is a very big and very active hitbox, despite what it looks like. I'm not sure why it kind of launches into the air when you break the golems, like when they enter break state. Oh, come on, I need one nugget. I need one, that's all. I want more, but I just need one. Good news is I'm getting tons of money in growth points for doing this. Force points, whatever the game calls it. You can get a couple of hits without close up, but not a ton. If you didn't want to get bullied so much, you would just give me your dang nugget. Give me a little treat of goodie. There's one. The reason we need that one so much specifically is because that lets us get Ascalon, and Ascalon lets us get one of the most busted skills in the game. With a price. It's also nice because with the boots I can now grab any treasure chests that fall into the lava. Hey. Hey. Not you while I'm here. I think we have the danger room coming up. Okay. Still cannot get over how much that literally is just a Maple Story attack. Actually, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save just so I can do it from here. In case I do die. How are we looking? 3 more tip. So I think one more run of this room, if I'm really lucky and find another Vijay, we're good to go. Now, I'm not sure if luck affects the quality of the item you get from a chest, or if it is just like whether you get a chest or not. But we're gonna make our way. It's nobody. It's nobody. Pay no attention. I don't remember if that's the story trigger that unlocks the store on this screen. No, not quite. Eventually you do get a store here, it's just not yet. We don't have access to it. Also, whenever I hear one of the White Witch's attack yells, it sounds like the kid from Roblox, the oof. Oof! Just very faintly. I'm not sure if anybody else hears that, but I absolutely do. More. More. The more luck that I have, the more points that I can get. I'm investing in the future. Need to be using Lollipop more. Get that mastery points, get those passive damages coming through. Would you believe me if I said I was sleeping nude in an oxygen tent right now? The little topaz items that I'm finding, by the way, those are a good alternative if you don't go into, like, full luck, if you want to make some money. Because those don't really have any purpose outside of, you know, you can put them on the scales, but aside from having, like, 1 or 2 copies, you don't really need more than one. So the rest you just sell for money, and they go for a decent amount. Actually, we have to come up here for the story, I believe. Also, this objective here, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. You have to go to a different area than what it's saying here. This one confused me for the longest time because it's like, okay, but I checked beyond the lava rock. It's just like a golem room now. Am I missing something? And turns out we now have to go back to check originally where we could not get past due to the lava blocking us. Which you actually can get to if you're careful with jumping. I did that the first time and there was no story trigger there. So I just assumed it was like a single thing, but no, there is actually more there. You can also grab this little secret here. I'm gonna kill this guy first, actually. Because A, I want to go along the bottom path and grab the secret there. And B, I don't want to get a single fireball dropped on top of me and get destroyed. By the way, this trap here is really rude. If you just run onto the screen and forget that there's a lava seed there, you take a shit ton of damage if you're on a higher difficulty. Thank God you can attack through walls in this game, holy moly. There we go, there's another pan. Now we can put 4 things on the scales here. Probably want to do a couple of, like, lighter things with more general use. What do I want here? A legendary herb gives you a bunch of HP related stuff. I might throw that on. $55 and 24, so I gotta get 79. What do I have that weighs 11? Attack power, attack power. My options are attack power or attack power. It's still useful because we don't have that skill on anything else, so it's not gonna be wasted. 1 arrow. Get him perfectly balanced. Just like Thanos guy from a Marvel movie. I'm not too worried about getting the flower. There's plenty of those. Recaster to refresh the duration. Okay, so this is a dead end here because these are all locked areas, so I'm going to start working towards the spiral. I could also grab this. What is this? Crystals. And then in here, that's just a single node for some reason. We're gonna go the long way around because we have to do all these anyways. What does this unlock? Yeah, sure. I'll take more SP regen, regeneration. Oh, shark! I want killer shark. So killer shark is basically like an up and down attack. You can use it in the air and you still like go up and down a bit. Versatile. It also does a little bit of like an icicle explosion where you land. There's also that going for it. It's also a transformation skill, which means you're invincible for the duration. Actually, don't know if I spent all my keys. No, I still got more. Phoenix Shield. Yeah, we should be good on keys, I think. There's only so many, like, rare and legendary recipes in an area, and once you get to that point, the gold and silver chest will usually just give you, like, more key molds. Alright. We're here. Most important purchase in the game, right here, Ascalon. I'm gonna buy some armor if I can as well, but I think it's just gonna be the leather armor. I need to make an apple pie to make this Phoenix Shield, jeez. Alright. Throw the reinforced leather armor on, and then I think this is a two-hander. Yeah. So this is a pretty strong weapon. It's also water elemental, which is really nice in this area with a lot of water enemies, as you might imagine. Not quite as long range as the hammer, but still quite good. Nice, more key molds. So we're gonna level this up. Because we want this mastery skill. I know I've already said it a billion times, but no, really, we want this mastery skill. The other nice thing about summon skills is that they can attack enemies that you can't see. So for example, like Lollipop will still be going after the lava seed over here. Which isn't as much of a threat now as it was earlier, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt. How long will this take? That's not too long. Because when the objective thing says, search beyond the lava rock, it means go on the middle side of the volcano and check beyond the lava. Goodbye. My final message. Ooh. So yeah, this is going to do more damage than the hammer for sure, but I'm still going to probably end up using the hammer for the boss because it does not have any movement in its combos, unless you input like left or right, whereas this sword does have like a forward thrust that you don't necessarily want. Berserk. So this is the skill that I was talking about. This is the reason we got Ascalon. Why is this so important, you might ask? First I'm going to grab these items. I think there's actually a thing up here too. Can you shoot through that? You can't, okay. Oh, hello. I still jump even though I'm pretty sure it cannot get through that. Alright, cool. We can probably get rid of a couple luck points here. We want some attack. We want a good chunk of attack, actually. I'm just going to try and finish off this area before we go back to the save point. Okay, so you can actually see there is a little targeting practice thing, whatever, up there. I don't know if I can hit it with the crossbow. It's pretty generous. From over here. Or actually, I could probably use it with a regular arrow if I jump. A regular bow, I should say. Because there's a use time on the bow, so if you double jump, it takes a minute. There we go. One more crystal. Okay. So I'm going to the save point before I turn on Berserk for a very good reason. First off, I'm going to switch back to the hammer. Even though it's not as much damage because it doesn't move me around. Now, Berserk is an expensive skill. We don't have enough for it even with all these points. So we gotta cut down a little bit here. Probably get rid of like Mind's Eye. I think that's enough for it. No, we need one more. Coin Magnet can go, I think. So Berserk gives you triple attack power, but you die instantly if you take damage. Any damage. So as long as you don't get hit, you are going to do so much damage, you will kill everything. But once you get hit, that's it. And this applies to status effects as well. If you do a transformation that makes you invincible, but you still get like bleed during it because that doesn't make you immune to statuses, you still die as soon as that first tick of bleed goes off. But like, look at the results. Look what I can do now. Which again, this is why I'm using the hammer, because it has the range and it doesn't move you forward. And then it stuns enemies really quickly, so for bosses that cannot be killed quickly, we're still going to do a shit ton of damage to them. It's very good. Just, you know, don't get hit. So for a good chunk of the game from this point on, we're going to be using Berserk. We are going to be driving truck and making fuck. Let me use my defense card that I don't need anymore. Anyways, Magma Stone exploded. Wait, which gone? What happened? Now we go all the way back down to the bottom. And now it actually objects the... It actually updates the objective properly. So it is a lot safer, obviously, to go without Berserk, but it's a lot faster to go with it. And considering save points are generally pretty close together in this game, I honestly think it is worth the trade-off. It is worth the risk. Just be nice. Just Berserker risk. It's also kind of nice not having to worry about any kind of, like, defensive tech. Like, when it comes to needing, you know, defense power or HP, like, you're just always at 1, effectively. Unfortunately, being at 1 means that weaker enemies actually become kind of more dangerous because you tend to be less threatened by them. And the little flower dudes that shoot fireballs at you, for example, they are legitimately really scary now. Oh, nice, with a gold fragment. Love to see that. I love that for me. What are you even attacking? I don't believe Berserk increases your magic attack power. I think it's just physicals. Because otherwise then it would be like completely, utterly beyond busted, I think. Some of the magic spells in the later game are already bonkers without triple damage on them. What the heck? Anyways, Gao's here now. Might as well make the samurai armor. Because we will eventually be leveling up everything, but for now we're gonna stick with the hammer. We want to get to the objective, get that stuff done. Because you can always come back later to, get more stuff if you need it. After the chapter's done, you're never locked out. You also have to be a lot more careful about picking up items now. I do kind of wish picking up stuff like opening chests was a little bit faster. It feels kind of slow. Magical power. Nothing wrong with that. Nope. Hold on. I know I'm leaving that chest behind is because I heard the other, little plant dude charging up for an attack that I don't want to deal with right now. I should get Stone Shield going. Does that actually carry over between screens? It does. I need to cast that more. Dark Mail. I wonder if you actually get more chests if you don't have a lot of luck. How does that work? So much iron ore, though. I feel like ores and stuff are not affected by luck. Let me just confirm I have the Pegasus boots on. We're good. Got the boots. Because remember, my Berserk condition applies to any source of damage. It doesn't care if you take 1 damage, or it doesn't care if you take 1 billion damage. It will kill you regardless. Okay, here we go. Now that the shop is relocated down here, it's a lot easier to kind of get set up for whatever you need for your final, like, grinding trips if you need to. I kind of want to try getting the last bit of the tree branch with Berserk on. Because even with a tree branch, you can still do a lot of damage with Berserk. And also we have Gao here helping us, which is pretty nice. He does a little more damage than the White Witch. He is explicitly Violence Boy. Magic points. Using the superior range on my tree branch to destroy the enemies of this volcano. There we go, Swordsmith. We have mastered the tree branch. So Swordsmith allows you to level up weapon abilities faster. Obviously useless when you equip it as a mastery ability from the tree branch on its own, but once you get different weapons, it's a lot better. Bushido, what does that give again? Increases stamina at the cost of HP. Sold. No downsides with what I'm using right now. What do I need for Dark Mail? I need another Golem Fragment. I need some cupcakes. And stealing, or Iron Ingots, which I've got plenty of. Is there anything I need to grab on the left side? I don't think I do. I think we can just jump in and fight the boss now. Stone Shield is going to be the most important skill here. Mastering Lollipop or Killer Shark isn't super important for this fight. Kind of things that are like nice to have, but not strictly necessary. Oh god, another red chest. Another chest that has a crown. Oh nice, got a fragment here too. Okay, fine, I'll run back out. So yeah, I got 2 key molds there, so it's basically just saying we don't have any more legendary recipes to give you. Have 2 keys for the next time. Yeah, I'll just save because I got the nugget. Those are kind of rare. It's actually funny, I'm getting the nugget when I don't have my luck build on. That's RNG, baby! Oh. I tried to use my torch and I didn't realize it wasn't going off. Honestly, those rocks probably would have just killed me anyways, because those petrify you. And they do a big chunk of damage on top of that. Yeah, we can double cast Wind Tagger now. Shark Blaster. God, I can swing through this wall and hit the dragon. It's wild. It's kind of messed up, but you can get weapons with even bigger range if you equip the right skill. That's not going to be for a long, long time, though. Alright. There is a hidden goodie on this screen. It's kind of rude because they hide it behind the lava seed over here. Get one more small medal. I don't know if that's going to do anything significantly important for this fight. Actually, I guess I could run to the store because that doesn't reset enemies. It's just the save point that does that. Because remember what I said about the small medals coming in sequence and not just being random? Ooh, +1 trinket slot. That's actually really good. You'll find a couple of these. They just increase your maximum amount of trinket slots, as you might imagine. Pretty useful. Yeah, let's get more attacking power, I guess. Because, like, defense, oh no, I'm gonna die in one hit as opposed to dying in one hit. Cool. This blue gem. Dragon Ring is indirect. I'm not sure what that means. If that means, like, all magic or just, like, range attacks. Brew Ring. I might actually keep the samurai armor now just because I do want to keep Bushido. I will make the dark mail, though. I just need to make some, Mont Blancs. I don't remember what the oh, I think I remember. Dark mail is like... I think that one shows you additional mining nodes that are hidden. So it's good if you're gathering materials, but we're good on that for now. I'm still going to save, though, because I don't want to have to redo all that. And there's a checkpoint at the boss anyways. It's not like we're going to be wasting our time if we die at the boss. So yeah, you can kind of see why that one ability, Berserk, it just kind of breaks the game wide open if you use it properly. But if you don't, well, have fun. Have fun dying. Come on. Let me hit you. Let me hit you. Let me hit you. Come on. Come on, I'm just a little guy, and also it's my birthday. Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on, come on! So many treats dropping everywhere. I honestly think I'm good on resources to make all the volcano gear. Yeah, I'm getting pebbles at the wazoo now. Pebbled again. Alright, skill-wise, I think we're good. Let me just check my Karen skills. Don't need that. Don't need gratifying hit. Super armor tank, second wind. Breather might, well, probably not breather. Not super important here. I think we're good. Make sure I have stone shield and not heavenly mountain. Alright. So this is probably where I start dying a lot, because this boss has a lot of projectile attacks, and the only reasonable way to hit it and kind of break its sequences is using a two-handed weapon. But then on the flip side, if you're dealing with its projectiles and attacking it the quote-unquote proper way, it takes so much longer. Anyways, here's the Fire God. If you go too close to it, those little, like, glowy hitboxes, those will kill you. So don't go too close to it. We're going to use the increased range from the hammer to kill it. Or we're going to try at least. Keyword here is try, because this thing is kind of tricky if you're trying to sequence break it. Also, it raps. This is the boss rapping, not the music. Got more styles than a hair salon. Oh, it squeezed. It moved a tiny bit. I was too close. So that's going to happen a lot, by the way. These hitboxes are damn near impossible to tell where they actually are. I didn't mean to use Asuka. Thankfully, it does have, like, a fixed pattern. It's a little easier to hit it from below, but it still does have the hitbox and it still fires bullets at you. Yeah. It's probably better to actually wait on the break until a little later in the fight. Good news is it is pathetically easy to keep your combo going in this fight. The thing is, the outside orbs don't actually deal any damage to the boss, it's just the inside eyeball that takes damage. Oh, I popped break mode too early again. Got more styles than a hair salon. Oh, that's weird, actually. I think I broke the scripting a little bit by doing that. I don't want to get too close. Eventually, some of the orbs go away, and you get a chance to attack a little bit closer. Don't get too close, though, because it is still pretty generous with the other hitboxes. They're really close to it. Also, do not get close during this attack. You'll die. You'll just fucking die. Fuck. One single fireball got through. Just one. That's all it takes. Done correctly, it is so much faster to do it this way, though. So I think it's worth it. I actually wonder if it might be better to go for the upward swing. I wonder if that goes out farther. Like, vertically than the horizontal swing does. Oh no, this game rules. I love this game. I already beat it, like, the entire extra chapter, and now I'm just trying impossible mode. I'm working on being nasty with it. The hitboxes are kind of nasty with it too, unfortunately. Let me actually wait until this attack ends, because I don't want to trigger break during the fireball sequence. Also, you can use the entire arena because you have the Pegasus boots now, remember? Got too close. Got too close. There. I'll try it. Like, if I can get the break before the fireballs come out, I'll be in a good spot, but I think it's a little too hard to do that reliably. Yeah. Maybe Boomerang Blade might be worth going for more. I think that does contribute to break, although not as much as regular attacks do. Like, I want to keep my combo going because I do want to keep my bonuses like the range and speed. Honestly, I wonder if it might just be better to keep Cold Bullet active and just spam that whenever I'm in danger. Because I'm not going to be using a ton of the Killer Shark skill. It's a little awkward to use in this fight. So I might try Cold Bullet and see if that works. Just to keep me alive and invincible. I think the range up is at, yeah, it's at 50 hits. There we go. That was too high, really? Wow. God, it's so hard to tell. It is hammer time. Well, hammer and try to cast magic in time and fail time. The sword unfortunately moves you too much. Like, you will absolutely run to all the hitboxes during these attacks. I pointed that the wrong way, because I'm nice. I wonder if those arms count as damage hitboxes. I don't think they do. Oh my god. For whatever reason, this boss, it feels like it's so easy to get through the barrier as opposed to other bosses, like Stone Shield. I think the vertical swing does go a little further out, like in terms of height. Every time it gets through. And in case you're wondering, why don't you just turn off Berserk? These attacks still do a ton of damage, if not usually one-shots. There's a little bit of a safe spot here that you can use as it kind of orbits around, so you have to be careful. Keep pressing too fast, I'm doing my inputs wrong. Okay, that's good. Recast shield. Cool. I almost missed that. I almost missed that last shot. And I believe this is the aimed attack coming in now. Maybe? Or is it another round of this first? He has a second phase that's actually a lot easier to deal with. Oh no, this is the aim shot. I really jumped into the slow one. I'm so bad. The worst part is I've dealt with that phase a ton. And I did the dumbest possible move to avoid it. Yeah, the tiger does usually get into the eyeball hitbox at least. Yeah, I also hit break during this phase, which isn't great. because then it's still attacking. Thank God you can restart at the boss. You have to run through that little tunnel beforehand every single time. That'd be a nightmare. I'm not sure if I can actually put out the flames by hitting them enough. I think it might have a mechanic like that. It's kind of hard to tell, though. If you can put out the fires by hitting them, though, it's definitely not based on damage. God damn it. Because Berserk should be putting these things out instantly, even on Impossible. I faced the wrong way. So nice. Might as well try summoning Lollipop, see if that does anything. I almost wonder if I can use the shield to nullify the fireballs on the outside, too. I wonder if that works. I don't think it does. Okay, that's a good time for a break. I'm gonna move back a tiny bit so I don't walk back into the hitboxes. One tiny little fireball. One tiny little ball. That's all it takes. There's probably a much better strategy for this. I just like when this guy dies quickly. And I hear you now, you're like, oh, but if you didn't use Berserk, you'd probably survive a little longer. And you're not wrong, but also no. I can actually hit him from here. Like, I don't think the little note at the bottom can be targeted for damage, because he has kind of like a little sword sticking out the bottom. Doesn't really help too much. Are you kidding me? He was moving up. He was moving up. The thing wasn't shooting anymore. Clearly he was. Can't drop a cold bullet if I don't even know I'm getting attacked. Okay, that was my fault. I'm way too close. Hope you like that game over noise, by the way. That getting too greedy. Tiger Blast, Tiger Blast. I think it's actually safer to stay on, like, the bottom right. I think that's the quote-unquote optimal place to be for this pattern to have most of the bullets miss you. At least I'm stealing his gold. Okay, this is the fireball phase, or the little fireball phase. One that always sneaks in an extra shot to kill me. Play it safe. Okay. Nice. Is he still attacking? No. Okay. I was gonna say, definitely was not in the middle of an attack phase there during that break. Okay. Better. I don't think he's doing the range shots. Okay, he's doing the little fireballs, the annoying ones. Yeah, I think you can actually knock out the fire. It might just be a hit count. So for second phase, he just kind of deploys a bunch of the little guys. And thankfully your shield will protect you against this attack, Agni's Fury. Or just use anything. Oh, I'm bleeding. Do I have an anti-hemo whatever? I don't think I do. I didn't buy any. Oh my god. I forgot that causes bleed. The fireball that causes bleed for some reason. Oh, that sucks. Alright. I wonder if it's just like a time thing. Maybe you can just wait out the fireballs. Maybe I'll try that. Turn off Berserk for a moment. Be a big old turtle for a bit. I definitely need better shields though, holy crap. There's no way I'm hitting it with this, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna see if I can just wait for that attack to end. Or maybe the fire extinguishing is based on the damage you deal to him. Yeah, maybe I'll just wait for a moment and see if they go out. And I know it looks like they're going out when he goes off the screen, but that's just because this game has a thing where it doesn't render things that are too far off. I guess maybe it was originally not a widescreen game. I think by this point some of the fires were out, so I think you do have to hit it. Because I think that one just turns it into the homing attack. Okay, yeah, you definitely have to hit it. I'm not sure if it is just number of hit counts on the fireballs, or if it is like raw damage itself, but you definitely do have to do some kind of damage to it. Well, I can actually survive one hit. That's surprising. Because it has to be hittable during... Like, it can't just be the solution is use short-range or long-range attacks only. That can't be it. Gotta let you hit it some other way. Probably something like hit count on the fireballs. But, like, they're still not out, though. Yeah, maybe you just gotta hit it. Alright, fair enough. Because, yeah, the longer I have to deal with the attacks, the worse off I am. deployed it 1 second too late. That's fine. That was a learning run. Okay, now, normally I would absolutely be using Ascalon here, but the fact that it moves you is too risky, plus it has shorter range. Like, you already see how tight the hitboxes are. Let me get over here. That's apparently, I wonder if the little pointy bit counts as a hitbox below him. Keep using the wrong one. Because, yeah, I want to be down here when it starts, so that way I can just kind of stand still for the most part and avoid most of it. Trying to keep my combo going at least. Oh, man, those things are really ambiguous. I want to see the hitbox data. I want to see the actual, like, the red boxes. I felt I was way far enough away from that one. Let's not get the guard break just yet. That might be too close. Problem is I'm not doing damage if I'm not close enough there. Alright, let's get under here. I wonder if I could also do something really, like, dumb where I turn on Cold Bullet and then run into the center core, and that way none of the orbiting fireballs can hit me. I wonder if that actually works. Probably not. I just kind of reflexively blocked there, knowing full well I was going to be dead anyways. Should be up the second phase pretty soon. Oh god. Thought he was doing the other phase. Yeah, I'm definitely destroying, like, some of the fireballs. Alright. Alright, so this is the one that causes bleed. So we're gonna not get hit by it. I love that for me. Okay. Got there. I like how I was going so fast with the cutscene it didn't actually load the characters. Which is good. Because it means less people are getting spoiled. Okay. That was tricky. The good news... Actually, can I use this? No. I think we can still go to the arena. The good news is that the arena should be pretty much a joke for most of the non-like boss encounters now. Oops. Because now that we're doing triple the damage, we can pretty handily deal with most of the enemies here. Deployed shield too late. I need to deploy that earlier, because it just is active. It's active until it runs out of charges, so I need to use that as much as I can. This is why Stone Shield is a really good ability. Paralysis is fine. Ah, damn it. I shouldn't have cast Lollipop, I should have used the shield. Or any other spell really would have worked. Actually, I did have Cold Bullet, I could have used that. Because you still take status effects from, like, avoided spells if you transform during them. Yeah. Oh, this attack might be a problem, though. Actually, with a little elevated platform, it's a lot easier. Okay, now it's swinging. This should be the easy phase, but I've fucked things up before. Oh, nice, another trinket slot. Yeah, Double King, probably not super reasonable without the triple damage with the gear that you get from the end of chapter, like, 1 or 2. What is this one? Is this the golem fight? Yeah, this is the wet golem fight. So can you tell why I value hammer weapons so heavily in Impossible? Because being able to attack reliably from that far away of a distance is really nice, as it turns out. Anyways, let's try and fight this guy. Ah, backdash way too early. Or these guys, I should say, not this guy. Actually, I think I'll use Ascalon for this one, because positioning isn't quite as important, it's more just like dodging at the right time. Sure, I'll equip Berserk for free, even though you still need to remove it from the paid cost, otherwise it's still there. Gratifying hit, sure, why not? Honestly, most of these aren't incredibly useful for the arena. I guess Gnome herself. I think they're wind. Sure, breather. Oops. And honestly, with the Berserker, you could probably handle a lot of the tier 4 arena stuff as well. Okay, that's one. It's kind of funny how busted the, like, magic shield is, even on Impossible mode. Right, he shoots fireballs. Or he shoots Petrification Breath. Maybe I just blocked that one, be safe. I keep mashing. The spell noise came out. That sucks. Because Petrification you can actually mash out. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't deal any damage, so it wouldn't trigger Berserk. But it does make things a little trickier. Probably dropped Lollipop earlier. Just to get a little bit of extra supplemental damage in there. Because, yeah, you can block all three with a single spell shield. This guy should be breaking soon, too. Okay. I was about to say, if I have to deal with that attack, I'm just blocking that. Electromagnetic Bracelet is just a ton of really weak projectiles that are super easy to block. Definitely not worth dealing with those. With Berserk on. Ice Sword. I think that's all of them. Yep. Cool. That's chapter 3. Now that we have Berserk, the rest of the chapters should go a little bit faster, assuming I'm decent at the game, which, well, we'll see how that turns out. I'll probably do a little bit of off-stream collecting like all the other stuff and mastering all that. But we'll call it there for now. Thanks everybody for coming and enjoying some more, what's it called? Astlibra Revision, specifically. I'll be back on Monday at the usual time for the usual stuff. I'm going to host you over to Newbie. He's doing some... Wait, no, I can't host. I have to raid. He's doing some Fremblem. Specifically the hard one. The one that everybody says, oh, this is the really hard Fire Emblem. We shouldn't be doing this one. Don't play that if you want to get into the series. He's playing the Thrakia 776. But yeah, as soon as the game lets me, I will raid ya.